Hello, my name is Traci Smet from Ministry Point Sports Medicine, providing a review on getting back on track. This presentation was originally presented for the community weight race. We had a panel of experts who included Stephanie LaPlante from Saints Health Services for Business, Brandy Proctor from Stevens Point Area YMCA, Traci Smet from Ministry Point Sports Medicine, Mary Sadler from Ministry St. Michael's Hospital, and Kelly Shields from Ministry Cardiopulmonary Services. So the first thing we want to talk about when we look at getting back on track is the different types of factors that actually influence behavior change. Some of the factors out there, such as the predisposing factors, are things that we already have in us, such as our gender and our age. They're things we don't think about, they're just set as the way they are. The second thing is enabling factors. These are skills or abilities, positive or negative, that can affect us. How are we going to utilize exercise? How are we going to incorporate a nutrition plan? These are some enabling questions that we would ask ourselves. The third is reinforcing factors, such as a presence or absence of the support and encouragement or disencouragement around you. You need to make sure you have that support network, positive or negative, and how you're going to deal with them. And the fourth factor in behavior change, and the largest one that we're going to talk about today, is motivation. When we talk about motivation, you want to talk about or think about things that are important to you and set up your key for success. In order to be successful with motivation, you need to have some type of knowledge, you need to have some type of incentives. Now this is a very busy picture, but it breaks down basically what we just talked about and how it all fits together into making that behavioral change. So if you feel like you've kind of gotten off the path and you've lost your motivation, here are 10 tips that can help you get remotivated. First off, choose a target behavior. Work on one thing at a time. Second is have that knowledge base ready so you can make that change. Third is set SMART goals, like Stephanie and Lisa talked about in a previous presentation. You want to set those SMART goals to be successful. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely goals. Number 4 is reward yourself and make sure that that reward is supporting your goal. Eating copious amounts of ice cream would not be directly supporting your goal to lose weight. And number 5, break your behavioral change. What are your limitations, and have a plan for how you're going to approach delays or approach those backsets when they happen. Number 6, and this is kind of a creative one, is to complete an exercise or nutrition contract with a friend or coworker, sign it and date it, and have them hold you accountable. Number 7, build motivation and commitment. Why is making this change important to you? If it's important, you're going to stick with it. Number 8, develop realistic self-talk. Be positive. Use that positive thinking pattern. Number 9, involve the people around you. Those are the support groups that we keep talking about. They keep you motivated. They keep you running. And number 10, be prepared for relapse. We're not going to get too much into relapse right now because it is going to be in a couple of slides coming forward. But again, renew your commitment and continue with the goals that you have set. So changing places a little bit, we're going to switch over to talking about accountability partners. An accountability partner is a person we trust and respect and is willing to act as our goal-setting moderator to help answer questions, listen to our concerns, support us, encourage us, and definitely be our drill sergeant if we need them to. So these are a few examples of different types of accountability partners that are available to you. You can hire a professional, you can seek out a friend or a coworker, or even in the community weight race here, there's 682 people this year. That's 681 accountability partners you could truly have. Now I do want to make a caution with family. Family can be a good thing or a bad thing as your accountability partner. Reason being is, for instance, if your spouse decides that he wants to eat ice cream, going back to that ice cream example, and he eats copious amounts of it, it could cause you to make a bad decision because he or she is making a bad decision. So definitely use caution if you're choosing a family member or someone really, really close to you as your accountability partner. Now there are a few points to remember when we are talking about accountability partners. First off, accountability and that trust is not going to come right away. It does take time to develop that relationship. All the actions that you set with your accountability partner must be deliberate and intentional. Be open and flexible and patient. These things do not come right at the beginning. It's going to take some time to develop that strong relationship. Remember, you're not alone. Remember, there's 681 people this year that can help you out. Remain non-judgmental and use love whenever possible. So let's change pace again and let's talk about relapse. You're going to relapse if you recognize any types of these warning signs. These things tend to trigger us getting off track from the goals that we have set for us. If you do end up relapsing, you do want to evaluate your original plan and use some of these other tips here to get you back on track in the direction of that positive change cycle. Another good thing with relapse is to use positive self-talk. Use these phrases. Say them out loud with me right now. I'm ready to get back on track. I'm learning what works and what doesn't. Some things I have no control over. It's okay to have setbacks. The goal is more important than the setback. Saying these things out loud can help reinforce the reason why you're making this change and again continue on that positive direction to making that change. So we're midway through the competition and you're going, Traci, I have to start over. What do I do? Kelly talks about a couple of things to get you in the right mindset if you do have to start over and how to get there. Most people end up starting over because of pain or some type of injury, so we're going to focus the talk mostly on that. So let's talk about a couple of mistakes to avoid. First off, don't ignore the experts. We have a wonderful panel of people to help you with this community weight race and help you with your weight loss goals. Don't ignore them. Ask questions and be proactive. Second, if you make a bad choice, get right back on top, reevaluate your plan, and continue to make those changes. Know your limitations. Know and listen to your body. If you have pain, pain can lead to injury, so definitely don't ignore any of those signs that you have. Make sure you don't skip the warm-up. The warm-up is one of the most important parts of your exercise plan. Whether it's stretching or warming up on a bike for a few seconds, those types of things can help prepare you for your type of activity. Do not neglect technique, and this kind of ties in with poor breathing habits. If you don't know how to do a specific exercise, or you're not sure if it's set up to your specific body type, seek out an expert and have them show you how to use proper technique and breathing. Do not set ridiculous goals. This is a marathon, not a sprint. The weight didn't come on overnight. The weight isn't going to come off overnight. Make sure you're not doing too much too soon, which ties in with overtraining, because all it's going to result in is pain. Pain leads to injury. That pretty much wraps up our presentation. It again was very vague and very straight to the point on getting people back on track. If you do have any questions for any of our panel of experts that were present at the presentation, please feel free to contact us and we can hopefully continue to help you stay focused and move in that positive direction towards change. Thank you for joining me. My name is Traci Smet with Ministry Point Sports Medicine, providing a review of Getting Back on Track. Thank you and have a happy and healthy day.